Okay, team. Today is the day. It is something like 6:42 a.m. on Wednesday, the 26th of February. And I know that's the date because yesterday was the 25th of February, and that's my brother's birthday and my grandmother's. Rest her soul, her birthday. And I'm about to do some journaling. And today's a big day because this is the first day that I will be creating content here in the Office of Destiny, which is finally complete. So, it's a beautiful sunrise today, as you can see. Absolutely unbelievable. The whole of London. And I'm Wednesday morning, so today is the first time I'm going to be making Instagram content. Yesterday I spent the whole day making this rig for my desk, so shout out to Andy, who gave me the idea of using a small rig extendable thing. I couldn't get it straight, as you can see. Let me show you how I've bodged this together. But this is, I put some brackets on here because this clamp just wouldn't fit anywhere on here or here because of the height of the clamp. So I had to use some pipe clamps. Shout out to my client Alan, who is an electrician who showed me how to do that. So anyway, that's going to be the setup. So we've got the A6400 Sigma 24mm f1.4 with variable ND filter. And then we've got the small rig setup, small rig RA-D55 and RC120B. We have got the Shure SM7, I think, or whichever the one is without the XLR cable. This is the Elgato prompter, which I'm going to be using, and this is going to sit right in front of it sits in front of the lens, like that. Move that out of the way. So it sits, I have to match it up, but then it sits there, and then I sit here, and I speak. No one ever shows this behind the scenes shit. So I thought it would be interesting for you. We also have the whiteboard of truth, and those are my vision boards that I've created. And on that board is a silver play button, which is going to hang up there. And there's going to be a time here where I am sat here and I'm going to be unboxing a YouTube silver play button to signify 100,000 subs. And I wanted to make this video today, just felt compelled, because today's the day it starts. Today is the day that journey starts. In the past 8 weeks, I've been just laying bricks and bricks and bricks as a foundation for me to launch a rocket off. And I've been patient. I have essentially taken my foot off the gas of all sales and marketing for the last 10 weeks and preparing myself for this moment, which is to attack my goals and help as many people as I can. So that means I've had to make some quantum leaps in how I help my clients. That means I'm making some quantum leaps in how I create content. I have another camera coming today, which is going to sit here, which is going to be my camera set up for my whiteboard lectures. The game plan is simple. 1 video per week on YouTube on my main channel, 1 lecture per week on my lecture channel, podcast channel. I haven't decided exactly what I'm going to call it yet. I've locked in who I think is one of the best editors in the world at the moment, which is really exciting for YouTube. I'm going after 200,000 followers on Instagram. I'm currently at 60. I've grown 10,000 followers in the last 8 weeks without posting a single video on Instagram. My flywheel has just continued to just churn. It's crazy. So yeah, I feel like I've spent the last year building, year and a half, just building a foundation. Nearly 2 years now, actually. Shit. It's getting up to 2 years of just building a foundation. And I've been so patient, and it's time. It is finally time. This is the first time I've had a studio. This is the first time I've had an office. This is the first time I've had the opportunity to have a place where I can learn how to master craft. Up until now, I've just been playing and fucking around and finding out, as the crew will appreciate. And yesterday I kind of got triggered. I saw a video clip of Timothée Chalamet receiving his award at the SAG Awards, and he was like, I know this is unusual, but for people to say this, but I'm aiming for greatness. And it was sick to see someone come out and just be like, I'm aiming for greatness. And I have, in my notebooks here, I have written down probably hundreds and hundreds of times over the last few months the same statement. Or a variant of, I'm the greatest business coach of all time. And obviously I know that that's an impossible endpoint, but that's the aim. I think too few people dare to be great. And if you are physically capable, if you are psychologically fortified, you've been through some shit, everyone can do it. And I've seen enough evidence over the last 18 months, 20 months. It's time to play in the big leagues. I have some images up there on my vision board of people who I'm aspiring to play alongside in this game. Ultimately, it's not a competition because you are your only competition, but competition is fun. I've always loved sports. I've always loved competing. My favorite was, when I was a kid, one of my main sports was golf. I used to play golf a lot as a kid. I was the captain of the high school team. And I used to love one of the beauties of playing a competitive golf game was that the game is so long, and you can lose a game within the first 9 holes, the first half of a match. But most people lose the game in the second half of the match. And I learned that lesson when I was really young. Must have been 13 when I kind of learned that. And I used to love playing against people, playing a competitive match. And they I knew that I was going to just get better and better during the round. That's how I've always played golf. I've always just got better and better and better during the round. It takes me like 6 holes, 9 holes for me to kind of warm up. And so it would be quite common where I would like be losing in the first like 9 holes. And I just always had faith. And I guess this is where I've learned this skill of belief and patience. And I learned this from a very young age. And in the second 9 holes, I knew that the people I was playing against would get complacent. I knew that they would think they've won the game. And I was there ready to fucking pounce. And I did, like, frequently. I would win, I would come from behind, I would be losing, and then in the last 5 to 6 holes when they would start flagging, and you also get physically tired in the final 6 holes. And I always found like from the 13th hole onwards was actually where the game was won. And I would always make sure I was like, even from a young age, I would bring like Powerade, Gatorade type drinks with me. This was 25 years ago, before like no one knew about kind of hydration and shit. It was a sugary drink. And I made sure I knew that my competitors, even when I was like 12, 13, they'd get dehydrated by the 15th hole, and then they would just lose concentration, and I would beat them in the last like 5 holes. And you'd go to shake their hand at the end of the game, and they'd just be like, they'd just be shook. They would be like, they couldn't comprehend how they've just lost that game. And I fucking love that feeling. I fucking love that feeling of coming out of nowhere and surprising the competition. So that's what we're going to do this year. I'll see you in the arena.